About the fatigue when playing the second game of a back-to-back. Stan, how does that usually manifest?
Well, I mean, just off the top of my head, it's things like sloppy play, missing easy shots, lapses in your defensive rotations. It's mental mistakes more than physical fatigue that happens on the second night.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Stephon Castle. And it's Vassell in at the 3. And Fox powers it home.
What recognition from Fox. Saw the turnover and found some space to break away.
Pass to Butler. Over Castle for 3. Porzingis. Rebounded by Fox. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Vassell finds Castle. Outside Wembanyama. Now here's Fox. He's covered by Curry. Fires for 3. For 3, Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Outside Porzingis. Back to Curry. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
For San Antonio, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Wembanyama, high post. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. You know, they beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
Yeah, they destroyed this team on the glass in the last meeting.
And here is Green. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Porzingis for 3. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Well, hey, you set Porzingis up and he'll knock him down. Terrific off the catch.
San Antonio's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Outside Barnes. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Out of bounds, it'll be Warriors ball. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Curry passes to Butler. Porzingis with a screen on Castle. The 3 is up. The putback. It's good on the putback.
The ultimate team player. Green does all the little things that end up making a big difference.
Vassell outside. Back to Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. And it's blocked by Butler.
You can't forget about the defensive presence Butler has on the floor. That is a great stop.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Just 2 to shoot. San Antonio again can't hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's Butler. Coming off a solid outing against Memphis. Shot is good by Curry.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Fox. It's a 6-point game. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. With a brief pause, here are the most difficult teams to score against over the last 10 games. Second, the Warriors. In third, the Spurs.
Great game planning by both of these coaching staffs as of late. Both teams have been effective defensively.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Castle outside. They get it back. Wembanyama. And Porzingis with the block.
A unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
Really left him alone that time.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Spurs trail by 9. Fox outside. Over Curry. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Well, defensively, they've got their hands full with Fox. He's a 3-level playmaker.
On the wing, Green. And he lobs it up. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Now that's how you finish off an alley-oop. Outstanding initiative by Porzingis there.
Butler with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. And it's Butler who slams it down.
There's that fiery attitude of Butler's showing up the defense.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? San Antonio's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Castle outside. Porzingis against Wembanyama. Over Porzingis. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Pass to Green. Now Butler. He's covered by Fox. And Butler the bucket on the assist by Green.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Spurs trail by 13. Now Castle. He had 10 points in the win against the Lakers.
With 3 steals in the night, he helped them in a big way.
And Porzingis with the block.
Well, look, if you want to shoot over Porzingis, you got to create more space than that.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Yeah, and when healthy, Porzingis is still a very effective player and an important part to his team's success.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. They lead by 14. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And San Antonio has possession. It's a 16-point game. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Lakers in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
Here's Green. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Moody, good.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down three-point looks because he's standing in front of them.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
Butler passes to Moody. The kick out, Curry. Gets stolen by Fox. And Fox powers it home.
No swiping it from Fox. Look at those handles. Plus, he finishes it off.
The Warriors lead by 13. Butler with the ball. He has 6. Pass to Green. Rejected by Barnes. Johnson inside. Moody defends. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
And for Johnson, it's all about being consistent. When he does this, he's a major factor for this team.
First free throw is good. And it's been an interesting ride of late for Keldon Johnson. Stan being asked to take on a number of different roles.
Well, B.A., some guys would struggle seeing their spot in the rotation and their minutes change. But Johnson takes it all in stride and puts the team first.
Horford, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis.
And every year, Johnson seems to get better. His drive to want to be great is admirable.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. The Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy in that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Ryan, back to you.
They're all in. Allie, thank you. Outside, Green. Down low. Curry's shot is off.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Harper passes to Wembanyama. The lead now cut to single digits.
They're really working the paint now.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
Free throw good, Wembanyama.
And I really think Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those mold-breaking players who changes the game of basketball.
Now here's Moody. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Here's Butler, and the Warriors miss again.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Here's Harper. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Ooh, rejected by Horford.
Well, this is the kind of rim protection you get with Horford. He's outstanding turning shots back.
And here are the Spurs now. They're on a 14-5 run. Pass to Castle, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. And the 2K leaderboard showing us the assist leaders over the last month. Draymond Green on top.
His teammates trust that if they get open, he will find them. They're really in a groove right now.
And the Warriors make some changes. Porzingis comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Melton in for Curry. San Antonio also making some changes. Cornette's checked in for Wembanyama. Bryant comes in for Barnes. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper. Pass to Porzingis. Drills it from deep. Porzingis has got 11 points.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
And here's Castle from behind the arc. Porzingis grabs the board.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Horford. Butler against Castle. Butler can't get it to go.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Cornette sets a screen. Here's Fox. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That'll be a second foul of the game.
A bit early to pick up foul number 2. He's got to be on his best behavior now.
And the Warriors make some changes. Post is checked in for Kristaps Porzingis, and it's Brandon Podziemski in for Butler. Harper, he's checked in for San Antonio. Fox up top, defended by Podziemski, and it's Fox missing.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Melton outside. Pass to Post from the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Spurs trail by 10. Up top, Bryant. No made baskets yet. On the wing, Fox. Off target from three-point range.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
And Post gets it to go.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Here's Fox. He's got 10. 40 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. It's blocked. And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Six to shoot. Cornette sets a screen. From deep, Harper.
And whether it's the defensive effort or just bad offense, they're holding their opponent to a very low field goal percentage.
Fox with the ball. Now Podziemski defending. To stop the drought. Again, the miss by Fox. From deep three-point land. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Kristaps Porzingis getting it done for the Warriors. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. A very convincing performance from the Warriors so far.
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got De'Aaron Fox. He's out there with Harper. Johnson is out there with Luke Cornette. And it's Bryant in at the four-man position. Now here's Podziemski. No points yet. Outside Porzingis. Misses the three. Spurs trail by 12. Johnson passes to Fox. Here's Harper. Moody defends.
And looking very coachable out there. Harper ran the play effectively and got his team a look.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Now here's Melton. He had 10 points in the win against Memphis.
And on top of everything else, he did a great job of helping control the boards at both ends. Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Porzingis. And Stan, the importance of team chemistry. Why is it so hard to win without it?
Well, look, Brian, it's not just talent. The talent has to fit together. Guys have to complement each other. Sometimes you see teams where you've got 2 really talented guys or 3 really talented guys, but their games are the same. That won't work. You need complementary talent. And when you have it, things come together quickly.
Here's Harper. Warriors with the rebound. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Horford. Stolen by Bryant. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Fox splashing it home from deep.
That is an assertive shot from Fox. Total trust in his jump shot. He's come a long way in that regard.
Porzingis with a screen on Vassell. Moody from outside. Knocks it down from distance. Moody's got 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Harper. And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a switch here. Post checked in. Cornette passes to Harper. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Cornette. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
A smart pass right there by Harper. I like whenever he looks to set up his guys like this.
Melton passes to Porzingis. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Spurs trail by 10. Fox right side. Pass to Cornette. Vassell outside with the 10-footer. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And here's Melton. Yet to see a basket. Now here's Porzingis. To the right side. And here's Melton. Out to the wing. Here's Post. Another 3 for Golden State.
Well, so many bigs excel from 3-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Fox outside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, with De'Aaron Fox, he may go through peaks and valleys, but he's always dangerous, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes you watch and think, this defense is doing a great job against him. And then he'll drop 15 and a quarter without even breaking a sweat.
And he knocks down the first one.
An elite scorer who gets it done from everywhere. Fox is also one of the fastest players in the league.
And the Warriors making a change here. Butler's checked in. And San Antonio with a change here too. Castle's checked in for Harper. Both shots good from the strike. The Warriors lead by 9. Melton on the wing. He's covered by Fox. And that one drops for him.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
For San Antonio, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Pass to Cornette. Vassell left side. Three-pointer, Fox. Kicks it out to Bryant. And there's a pick. Vassell right side. They get the rebound. Three-pointer, Fox. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
After hitting 0 threes in the first half, he's got a couple now. You can see the confidence building.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Johnson, he's checked in for Cornette. And here we can check out the story for Victor Wembanyama.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
Melton against Fox. Back to Melton. Inside. Here's Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Second chance shot. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
Well, just by hitting the offensive glass, Porzingis can pick up a lot of extra points.
San Antonio with the ball. Now Castle. Still without a bucket. Pass to Bryant. Shot clock at 5. Fires, high post. Again, the miss by Fox. And it's Butler with the ball for Golden State. Melton outside. Outside Porzingis. Shoots over Bryant. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got 4 rebounds now. Bryant finds Castle. Now Vassell. Bryant outside. And Porzingis with the block. Pass to Butler. Porzingis with a screen on Castle. To the left wing. Here's Post. Good. And Butler gets the assist. Post has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's nice awareness from Butler. Didn't focus too much on the scoring, kicking it out instead.
Butler against Castle. Pass to Bryant. Here's Vassell. And he gets it to go. Vassell's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, those were some weight room points from Vassell, flexing his muscles.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Horford, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for post. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Harper comes in for Fox. Puts it up off the inbound. The rebound by the Spurs. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Back to you guys.
He's taken over. Okay, Allie, good stuff. The Warriors lead by 9. Butler with the ball. He has 6. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his first foul of the game. Horford finds Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Curry. And a miss there on the triple. Spurs trail by 9. From deep, Harper hits the trifecta. Harper's got 5 now.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
The Warriors have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Melton outside. Butler on the wing. He's guarded by Castle. From deep, Melton. Vassell with the rebound. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Castle outside. From deep. The rebound by Melton. The Warriors lead by 6. Pass to Curry. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Up top, Vassell. Butler covering. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And I've also really enjoyed watching them hit the boards, specifically the offensive glass and how they've capitalized on that hustle.
Well, when you watch Vassell, it's easy to see why scoring comes so naturally.
Melton outside. Screen by Horford. This one for 3. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 7 rebounds in the game.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And yep, it's good. And that's 11 points for Victor Wembanyama.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And some changes here for the Warriors. Porzingis comes in for Horford, and it's Draymond Green in for Melton. San Antonio also making some changes. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Bryant, and Fox is subbed in for Harper. Porzingis surveying the floor. Pass to Butler. Two in the cold spell. It's deflected. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Castle. Here's Butler. Blocked again!
He really hasn't been able to maintain the same pace he had in the first quarter.
Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama powers it through inside.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Butler against Castle. Now here's Butler. Defense right on him. Oh, missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. San Antonio leading. Here's Vassell. Rebounded by Green. And for the Warriors, they're shooting around 29% in quarter number 2. Outside Butler. Takes a three. And it's Green missing. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Outside Wembanyama. Wemby showing off the range.
Now we're starting to see him deliver on offense. He's really found his tempo here in the second quarter.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Puts up a deep three. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
To the inside. Out of bounds. It'll be Spurs ball. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Golden State Warriors. On Thursday, they'll be facing Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics. And then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets.
And that game against Memphis, it's the second game of a back-to-back, so you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
Now here's Fox. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Butler passes to Porzingis. Outside Curry. Porzingis sets a screen to stop the run. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Expertly executed pick and roll by Porzingis, dropping into a good scoring position right off the screen.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. And stolen by Porzingis.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Now Green. Outside Butler. Looking to get back on track. Misses from close range. And so it's De'Aaron Fox making highlights for San Antonio. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Here is Coach Steve Kerr. Your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
These first-year guys, very impressive so far. Now it is, who can sustain this level of play?
And the key is to follow your routine. Strength, conditioning, I'm not going to say diet because I'm not on a diet, but all the things you weren't thinking about when you were in school.
All right, getting back to this game now and the sensational play from Victor Wembanyama.
He's wrecking those boys in the lane. They look worn out and defeated. That's how I used to do it.
Yeah, I knew somehow you was going to bring this back to you, but I don't disagree.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, it's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Spurs lead by 4. We've got Butler. Draymond Green is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Stephen Curry, and that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Wembanyama, no good.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Fox against Curry, and that one's good. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
Fox outside. Vassell outside. In transition, here come the Warriors. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Devin Vassell. It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him. He does not get the second one. Pass to Barnes. Now here's Castle. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Porzingis passes to Curry. For the lead, and the jumper falls for him. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, and mid-range Jays are no problem for Curry. Defenders can forget about his confidence from there, too.
Pass to Wembanyama. And Porzingis with the block.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup. Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Now here's Castle. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Throws it up high. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Here's Green. Oh, look at Green. So smart, so athletic.
And can't forget where Green is in transition because he keeps himself ready to score in these situations.
Spurs trail by 5. Castle outside. The ball's knocked loose. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Here's Curry. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And defenders really have to respect the shot of Curry. And as a result, he's able to get into the lane with his drives. And once again, Steph gets a trip to the free throw line.
The first free throw is good.
And Curry's focus at this point in his career is clear: to keep winning championships.
And so Curry nails both of them.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You take a look at the Warriors. With great effort over a long season, they're second in the conference. And checking out the Spurs, only 2 spots back.
Well, I think for the Warriors, I think they're the team you dread having to play. I mean, they've been performing at just about their best in every game so far this season.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
Now here's Fox. 20 points for him. 5 to shoot. San Antonio needs to get off a shot. San Antonio again can't hit.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal.
Here's Porzingis. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. That free throw good from Porzingis.
Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, a solid shooter from the line.
Spurs trail by 10. Castle outside. Pass to Wembanyama. To the middle. Here's Fox. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Nothing yet for him here in the 3rd quarter. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Here are the shooting guards with the best free throw percentage over the past month. 4th, Stephen Curry.
This is a group with the ability to drive looking for contact because they all know they'll convert at the free throw line.
Well, basketball is about efficiency, and with how well these guys shoot from the line, I'd be trying to get them there as much as possible.
Now here's Green. 6 points for him. Green with a screen on Castle. And here's Butler outside. Victor Wembanyama grabs a board. Wembanyama's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Oh, he cocks it back and throws it down right on Porzingis.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Here's Butler. Give him 8. Launches the 3. Rebounded by Fox.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Wembanyama with it. Green picks him up. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional,
Take a break.
and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
Free throw good, Wembanyama.
Talk about a unique player. Victor Wembanyama has astonishing size, but also plays an intelligent game. He's exactly the kind of guy anyone would love to get to coach.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Pass to Curry. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's Spurs trail by 8. And here's Fox. The 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Here's Butler. From the elbow. And he connects with a jumper. Butler's got 10 points in the game.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Well, look, their ball security has been non-existent. They have to calm down and do a better job taking control of the ball.
Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Devin Vassell.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
Here's Castle. No points so far. Fox outside. Here's Wembanyama. The big man, Wemby for 2.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Here's Butler. He's got 10. Outside Porzingis. He's guarded by Vassell. Outside Curry. Hits a three-pointer. Curry's got 9 points in the quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Barnes. It's stolen by Green. It's a one-on-one situation. Puts it up from 12. Here's Porzingis. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. And San Antonio with a change here too. Johnson's checked in. That free throw good from Porzingis. Well, Coach, the younger generation in the NBA just continues to get better and better.
Yeah, it's like anything, B.A. I mean, evolution is something that's real, right? People evolve and get better and build on the people ahead of them. You learn from the people ahead of you. The players watch guys as they grow up, and then they learn to do things. The next generation learns from them, and the skill level just continues to improve.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. The Warriors lead by 14. Outside Curry. And the three off target. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Back to Barnes. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Draymond Green. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Barnes. Both free throws good from Barnes.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
The Warriors lead by 12. Now here's Butler. He's got 10. And here's Curry for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 16th rebound on the night. Castle goes in. Castle, count it. The defender is called for the block, and he could turn this into a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
You love the frame and the length Castle brings to the guard position.
Golden State has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Jimmy Butler, so smooth inside.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Controls the rebound and the putback. Wembanyama's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's tough. You can't even box out Wembanyama. He'll just reach right over you.
The 3 from Curry. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Ooh, using his speed. Fox.
Well, look, Fox is absolutely lethal with that first step. That's why people can't stay in front of him.
The Warriors lead by 7. Outside Curry. Back to Butler. Pass to Moody. Now here's Butler. The 3 from Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 4 assists now tonight.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Here's Wembanyama. And Porzingis with the block. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Stolen by Castle. On the break. Here's Johnson. There's the block. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Off the inbound. That one drops for him. 26 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. 17 points was their biggest margin. Green with a screen on Fox. Rebound by San Antonio. Pass to Barnes. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And this will be his second trip to the free throw line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The Warriors lead by 5. Outside Butler. Porzingis passes to Butler. Clock at 6. From outside the arc. And there's Curry on the assist from Butler. Butler's got 5 assists tonight.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Spurs trail by 8. Castle outside. Pass to Wembanyama. It's tipped and stolen by Porzingis. Wembanyama against Butler. Outside Curry. On the wing, Green. Deflects the pass. Fox outside. Wembanyama, screen on Curry. Offensive rebound. Oh, he powers through contact. Wembanyama, impressive.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Butler taking his time here. Basket's good. Butler's got 14 points.
Overall this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
Spurs trail by 8. Castle outside. A minute 31 left in the third. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
And that's the kind of pressure Castle can put on a defense.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Castle.
Well, what you like about Stephon Castle is he's a quick study. Whether it's absorbing coaching or listening to veterans, he wants to learn and grow.
Cornette's checked in for San Antonio. Bryant comes in for Barnes. And Castle drops them both. The Warriors lead by 6. Pass to Podziemski. Porzingis with a screen on Fox. Podziemski gets the 3 ball to go. Podziemski's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Cornette. Here's Fox. Always attacking Fox.
Well, I like what we've seen from Fox tonight, calling his own number, providing a serious scoring power.
There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Horford. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one's off.
You know, I don't think Horford gets enough credit for his defense. He's been an impact player at that end for a long time.
Looking at who's out there now for San Antonio. Vassell comes in for Johnson, and it's Harper in for Castle. Good on the second one. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Fox. He's got 24. Cornette sets a screen. Here's Vassell. Out to the right wing. Here's Harper. Cornette sets a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Second chance effort. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. And so Horford will bring it up for Golden State. Fires from deep. Counted from distance. He has 7.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Cornette with the bucket.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
The third quarter comes to a close. Warriors ahead, up 7. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for San Antonio, they've got Luke Cornette. Castle is out there with Harper. Then there's Devin Vassell, and it's Bryant in at the 4. And he makes a first.
Well, you got to appreciate how Butler inspires his teammates. He gives them someone to rally around on the floor.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Spurs trail by 8. To the paint. Here's Harper. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And we saw it from Harper in college. He's a 3-level scorer, effective inside when he needs to be.
The Warriors shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Emphatic finish from Butler.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Here's Harper. Castle outside. Pass to Vassell. Here's Cornette. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Castle against Butler. Over to the wing. Now here's Horford. Defense is right there. 6 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Butler can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 6. To the inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And here are the Warriors now. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Horford passes to Melton. Screen by Post. Beyond the arc. Stayed with it, but couldn't get it to fall.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time. That's a gutty rebound in traffic. Great effort.
Down low, Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Horford really looking like an ageless wonder throwing it down.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Now Castle. Cornet up top. To the wing, right side. Castle for three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. He's guarded by Vassell. Stolen by Vassell. Back come the Spurs in transition. Hammers it down. Goes coast to coast.
Using that speed, Vassell on the run.
The Warriors lead by 4. Butler with the ball. Over Castle. Outside for Butler. Over Castle. Butler can't get it to go. The Spurs have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. Pass to Castle. And stolen by Melton. And they're on the break. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Horford, and Moody is subbed in for Post. And San Antonio also making a switch. Barnes is checked in. The free throw drops for Melton. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Pass to Castle. To the middle. Here's Cornet. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Nice decision by Castle. I mean, this guy is a great teammate.
Now here's Butler. Now here's Melton. Baseline J. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Stephon Castle.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And he drops the first. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Jimmy Butler. San Antonio also making some changes. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Cornet. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Castle. And Melton drops them both. Spurs trail by 7. Fox outside. Pass to Barnes. Over to the left wing. Here's Wembanyama. Count the basket and the foul. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
Moody's checked in for Porzingis.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw good, Wembanyama.
Well, on top of all the length and skill and athleticism, Wembanyama has a strong work ethic and a great attitude.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vassell.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Now here's Melton. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Green. Over Wembanyama.
Great defense by Wembanyama. Not only does he have the length, he has really good instinct.
Yes! And the foul! It's going to go on Draymond Green.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
One shot.
Free throw good, Wembanyama. The Warriors have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team, and Coach had a very specific message for his guys. He said, quote, control what we can control, play our game, and the rest will take care of itself. Solid message, if you ask me.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Melton. And here is Green. Back to Melton. Puts up a 3. And again, no good by Golden State.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Vassell, a screen on Curry. Fox against Curry. And it's Fox missing. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Golden State. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Curry. Melton outside. And the Warriors miss again. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Fox. San Antonio again can't hit. Curry looking it over. Pass to Green. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Now Fox. Outside Barnes. Vassell outside. And stolen by Melton. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. And he lays it in off the breakaway. And the Warriors lead by 3.
And after a lackluster first half, he's playing with a lot more energy now. Sometimes it takes that break to reset.
For San Antonio, they've gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. Here's Harper. Wembanyama screen. It's tipped and stolen by Green. Moody with it. He's picked up by Barnes. And he dunks it down.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that
And Melton, here we go. On the wing, Curry. Stolen by Vassell. And they're pushing it up. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down hard.
Whoa! What a dunk by Wembanyama.
The Warriors lead by 3. Now Curry. Melton outside. Inside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Warriors make some changes. Porzingis comes in for Moody. And Jimmy Butler is subbed in for Melton. And San Antonio with a change here too. Castle's checked in for Harper. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Spurs trail by 5. Castle outside. Right wing. Here's Wembanyama. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Butler. Back to Curry. Porzingis with a screen on Fox. Oh, Curry, just nasty from downtown.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Castle outside. Wembanyama, screen on Green. Wembanyama, the open look. That's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Wembanyama's got 38 points. He's guarded by Vassell. Pass to Curry. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on De'Aaron Fox.
How about the intelligence of Curry's game? Using the pump fake to get the contact.
First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
Finally getting himself to the free throw line. He was sitting back in the first half with no free throws to show for it.
Castle finds Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Porzingis. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists now tonight. And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. 17 points was their biggest margin. And Steve Kerr calls timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. He's guarded by Vassell. Now Curry. Shot clock at 6. Off on the layup.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Fox with the ball. Here's Wembanyama. Curry with a steal. Curry creates inside.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Spurs trail by 8. Fox surveying the D. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter here. Wembanyama. Oh, Wemby! He gets it and finishes it.
Well, this is why Wembanyama is such a nightmare. The size, the speed, the touch, he has it all working.
Porzingis. Castle pulls it down. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Fox goes in. Fox lightning quick on the drive.
And Fox is a gamer. Someone that wants to step up and deliver in important moments.
The Warriors lead by 4. 1:27 left in the fourth.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Spurs shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Fox. Wow, physical D, but Fox prevails.
Showing that clutch gene. Fox just put his head down and got his team what they needed.
Golden State has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Porzingis with a screen on Fox. Now Butler. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Oh, this is what Butler is known for. Elevating his game in crucial moments.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about...
Going up top, it's Wembanyama.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
.50 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
Huge points from Porzingis. With his massive size, I like going to him now.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And they recover it.
Well, that's been the story here. A lot of lucky bounces going their way to give them extra possession.
Now Outside Porzingis, now Green, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
Yeah, in terms of winners in NBA history, you have the resume of Draymond Green.
Stolen by Castle.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
And so the Warriors take the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks so much, Stephen. A big-time victory tonight. What aspect of this win pleases you the most?
It was a full team effort. Obviously, you look at the stat sheet, but the little things I'm talking about that we did to win the game tonight are huge. And when it's winning time, we showed up, and that means a lot.
It's got to feel good to see it come together. Thanks so much.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson.